Hello, everybody. Another episode of Naval action after our devastating loss last night. A couple things I did was messing around on the ship market here, and I got a good deal on a Pickle, which is a not as small as a cutter, it's a little bigger. And then I also found a really good deal on the snow. So when we hit our next level, and we get our crew upgrade to 120, we can use the snow there. It's just a basic model, but it'll be a big improvement there. So what we're gonna do tonight is I equipped the long cannons on here versus the cars. So we'll see if that changes anything. So have to be a little careful about losing our ship this time. So if we get into a battle we can't win, we'll have to leave the area. I don't really want to, but running is always better than losing your ship. We'll look at our map here. Okay, we're at Charleston. Here's one mission and the other mission. So we're going to come out and kind of keep it to the right there. So this is the Pickle. So, like I said, it's a little bigger than the cutter. So it's 6 guns each side. And has that nice big square sail there. So we'll see what we can get into tonight, and we'll talk a little more thing. I realized after uploading the other video from last night on YouTube that I mentioned I was going to talk about the different shots of the cannon and forgot to. So basically there's 4 types of cannon shots, and you have your standard ball, which is just penetration, damage. Yeah, it's your go-to round. You have double shot, which is 2 cannonballs. And so you have your ball, your double shot. You have chain, which is used to knock out the enemy's sails. There's one over there. And slow them down. So if you're wanting to capture a trader, or really if you want to capture any boat or ship, you would use the chain to slow them down so you could board them. That's all they're effective for. They do no damage, just to the sails. And then you have grape shot, which is kind of like a shotgun blast. It's really effective against killing the enemy crew. Again, if you're going to board something, slow them down with the chain and switch over to grape shot, just to wipe out the enemy crew before you board them. So those are the 4 types of shots. Not every cannon will have double shot. Every cannon has the 3 basics: ball, chain, and grape. Excuse me. So it really depends if you're just out to kill them, which I suggest you don't worry about capturing them right away. It's a lot faster just to go ahead and sink them. But it is a lot of money to capture and sell a ship, especially if it's a trading ship. You can get quite a bit of money in a you send them back to port. You can turn around and sell them, which is why I have the trader cutter in my port. It's one I captured. Okay, looking at our. If I press the tab, we bring up the player list here with me. I'm in my Pickle. And then we have the enemy. He's in a privateer. And his rank is one step higher than mine, so it's not too overly balanced like last night's. And with us using long cannons this time, it's not. We won't have to worry about getting right up to it and not being able to hit. So it'll be weird. See what we can do. That shot bounced right off. Did you see that? That was a bad shot. Couple of shots on it. It's kind of bad that that one bounced. We're going to get into a little of the skippering. Like I said in the video yesterday, it's perfectly okay to learn to use manual or auto skipper in the smaller ships. Even this one, it's not that big of a deal. It's just to use manual or auto. I mean, it never hurts to learn. What I've done here is I press Q and Z, and that brings my sails over. As they're going over. The commands to move the sails here is Q and E turns your front one, which is this one right here. Z and C turns the rear one. And you can use it like the simplest way to do it would be Q, A, and Z with a left hand turn. And then it's E, D, and C for a right hand turn. Is honestly the easiest way to remember that. And then there's other ways. When you start getting into the three-mast ships, you can use them in a different combination. I'll put it back on auto for right now. Auto will always give you the best speed. Excuse me. As far as the sail settings, like if I press B, it gives me like battle sails. There's full, half, slow, dead battle, and then dead slow. Sometimes it's not always the best to have it on full sails. Sometimes it's better to have it on battle sails or half. You know, it really depends on the wind and what you're trying to do. notice in the sail window here down here, you see this D in power? What that is, you can press T, and that just, with D power on, your ship handles the waves a little better. Makes aiming a little easier at the expense of speed. And these cannonballs should be bouncing right on. You can see we're dead slow, and then now I'll turn D power off. We'll speed back up. It's quicker. And I'm going to really suggest you get in the habit of using the depower. It's quicker to depower and de-depower your sails than it is to raise them up and down. You see this guy trying to ram me, so we're going to go put the survival on. He barely missed. So yeah, I would definitely get used to using D-power, especially when you start getting into the 3-mast ships. It can get you out of trouble to some degree. If you hit the D-power, the other person's not expecting it. You slow down, they keep going. And it's just, like I said, it's a lot quicker than raising the sails. Looks like somebody else joined. Here's this person joined my battle. You can join other people's battles when you're sailing out. You'll see it, the option to join on the little cross swords. Sometimes it's a waste to join them. Especially if the battle's almost over, then you're just wasting your time. You can't leave. You're just kind of stuck there until they finish. My biggest complaint is people joining your battle and they're wanting to capture the ship, and you're trying to sink it because you're farming. You want to get that done and over with, get your next mission, and then this person wants to take 15 minutes to capture the ship. So, some people are okay with it. Most of the time I'm okay with it, but, ask first. If you join somebody else's battle, just throw out in the chat, hey, I'd like to capture the ship. It's their mission. If they say no, just be polite and don't do it. There's plenty of opportunities to capture ships. That's just a little beef of mine. A few other people I know that have the same beef. It's common courtesy. Ask. Just don't assume, well, I'm going to go in there and capture this ship. And they're trying to farm. And you see these cannons are a lot more accurate here than what we were using last time. The waves keep saving it. Since we're somebody else now that they've joined our mission here, get in the habit of going back and forth and right click to go into gunnery mode and then scroll out with your mouse wheel. It keeps people from ramming each other and gives you an idea of what's going on in the battle. Especially if you're a pirate and PvP, pirates can attack each other. So, you know, team damage is on. So, you know, if he comes up, this is another player right here. You know, if he comes up right through me and I fire my cannons because I didn't see him, well, I'm going to do damage to him and I'm going to lose that experience. So it's just something to get in the habit of scrolling back and forth, just to get a general idea of where you're at, where you're headed, what's around you. You know, that whole situational awareness is a big thing in this game. What I was talking about the other, you know, you can see the ball, chain, drape. For the cannon shots there. Wow. There's a hell of a nose on this ship here. It just bouncing shot at even close range like this. Just bouncing shots. It's real low in the water. But, you know, even with them low in the water, the long cannons are so accurate, I can still touch it. If I had the cars on here, I would have not have been able to take those low shots like I just did. They don't have the accuracy. Excuse me. See, he's doing a little damage to us. It's actually kind of a nice ship. It has a lot more crew than the cutter, so, you know, if I want to go out and capture contraband traders, I have that extra crew to use to capture. That's why a lot of people like the Pickles. It's a good rating ship. With its high crew count. It's 53 crew on the Pickle versus the 30 or 40 on the cutter. Which don't seem like a whole lot, but when you're in a ship-to-ship battle, or you're trying to board them, you know, you want everyone as quick as possible. Okay. Since we didn't get here last night, you can see up here in the right-hand corner, you can see his armor. all grayed out on one side and on the front. What we need to do, or what I like to do, it seems to be a little quicker syncing them, is I need to get to this. I need to start shooting him on the other side that has full armor, has armor left. Some of these ships, it's going to be really hard to get around to his other side, because he's going to really be, even the AI, you know, they'll keep that weak side, or the side with armor, they'll keep off with you, so you can't get to it. And see, the AI is really smart in this game. But we have the other player with us, this cutter, he's on the other side, so that's, you know, that's going to help a little bit. He can get over there. Okay, battle over, which means the sunk. We can leave. So, okay, here we go. We earned 2,566 gold, 44 experience, plus 2,000 gold and 50 experience for the mission. There was no loot. Sometimes you'll get loot, upgrades, or blueprints. This time we didn't. Here's what your ship finished at. My crew finished at 100%, sails 100, rudder 100. I did take a little damage there. All in all, not too much. So what we're going to do is we're going to head back to port and repair, because it's not the free ship anymore, so all the repairs are costing you now. But that's not a big deal there. And you gotta spend money to make money. So we're gonna run back to port real quick and give this ship a quick repair. When we come back out, what we might go do is to finish this video out tonight. We might go find a trader, AI trader, and demonstrate the boarding and take over. So that way we can demonstrate all that. It's a mini game. It's basically rock, paper, scissors. You pick something, and then the other ship picks something. And it honestly, it's rock, paper, scissors. Is the best way to describe it. I'm not seeing any traders. Yeah, we'll run and look for them when we get back to port and get everything changed or repaired. There's a Constitution. I love that ship. I can't wait to get it myself. 450 crew. 400 or 450 crew. And yeah, It's a nice big ship. The scale on the open world's a little off. But it gives you a sense. Look at that. It's just a beautiful ship. Oh, that's a Mercury Constitution. But yeah, just a gorgeous ship. Can't wait to get the conning myself. It, excuse me there. So we'll go ahead and repair 315 gold. As you can see, our repair kit is 933 gold to repair at sea. So that's why I said yesterday in the video, it's cheaper to come back to the port and repair. So we'll check our missions. We got one mission already out still. So we'll go ahead and head out, and we'll look for a trader. Some of that nice night. You can see the lights in the cabins and stuff like that. My crew must be asleep. They haven't turned their lights on yet. The ship looks like it's sinking. Just because you're, one thing I wanted to touch on yesterday when we were talking about the different ships, and I didn't get around to it. You can use whatever ship you want. Just because I'm sailing for the U.S., I can get a victory. You know, you could be a pirate and you could get a Connie. So you're not nation locked on ships, because if you were, Connie would be the biggest the U.S. could get. They wouldn't have the victory or anything. So what we're gonna do is we'll get into a little more of that navigation here while we're doing this. Okay, we're leaving Charleston, and we're gonna want to go to Georgetown, because there's a lot of traders between Georgetown. You know, this is kind of like the shipping route for them. What sucks is we're going to be against the wind, so we're going to be really slow. If you want to go back into trying to get out of the shallows, you can see the shallows. You can run aground. It's not fun. And there's a trader brig. So how this works is, if you want to make some money, and this pays really well. So if you're bored doing missions and you want to make a little gold, this is an easy way to do it. When you're out here, these are all AI ships. The traders. Like, this is United States Traders Brig Fleet. If in red, if it says this ship contains contraband, you can attack it free of charge. You won't get a faction hit, or I don't know if they call it faction or anything. You know, you won't get attacked by the AI guards or anything. You can do that with the other nations. Like, we could sail from Charleston. You know, we could go down here to Cuba. You know, we could just chew up traders down there. I haven't sailed that far yet. I know it's about 20 minutes real time to sail down there, if not longer. Guy the other day sailed out from around here and was going up to Bermuda. Took him like 2 hours. and they use a time compression in the open world, so you know that would take excuse me, you know, if that was real time, you're looking at a couple of weeks. So they do use a time compression, which is kind of nice for the open water sailing. So, because I read somewhere on a forum that if Europe was in here and you put your computer on with the time compression, left Charleston and headed to England, you know, 2 weeks real time with the time compression they have in the open world. So, I mean, they do have it fixed to where you can get places. But so what we'll do is I will go see if I can find us a trader. There's no point of you sitting there watching me just sail around into the wind. If I can find a trader, I will be back. If I can't find one, we'll swing around, do that mission, and go from there. There's a lot of people out here hunting traders right now, so I don't know if we'll find one. But if we do, I will return. If not, I'll sail back to the mission and we'll be back. Okay, so I went out. I just spent 35 minutes looking for a trading ship. Could not find one. It seems like the whole United States players are out there looking for those trade ships tonight with the contraband to make money. So it was worth a shot. I'll be looking again. Might head south, get a couple people from the clan that wants to make some money. We might head south, show that off. So I think that's going to cover it for tonight. I'm trying to get the videos a little shorter, but so if you like the video and want, go ahead and leave me a thumbs up. If you want to see more, go ahead and hit the subscribe. I'm trying to make these once a night. People really want to see this game, I guess. Any questions or comments, please leave them below, and I will get back to them. And I guess we'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for watching.